Hi, everybody. This is Wednesday, September 20th, and this is a long-awaited AMA session where we call the weekly community call with Alex Shedogubov, the DAO Genesis member, and me, Eugene. Alex is back from talking 2049 or 2049, whatever you like to call it, from Singapore, and he has brought a lot of stuff from there. So we need a short recap of his several days there. So, Alex, share with us your emotions, your results, and how was it in Singapore talking 2049?
Yeah, so it was not only Token 49 was not the only event, so of course the main, but there were more than not more around 400 side events, and one of the main also was the Ethereum Summit Singapore. So also attended this summit. So Vitalik there and main guys from L2 Solutions like ZK Sync offering the ideas how to improve Ethereum network, how to scale it, how to make it less consuming on resources and data. I think this year even more people came there, and according to the number of side events, it was even more. For me personally, I found this year more productive in communication, also because thanks to different other events, I have more skills in communicating now, and also gathered more than 200 live contacts, new contacts for Envelop DAO and different directions. So for us, it wasn't as simple because we are moving in multiple directions, like DeFi, GameFi, also for creators, and now we added like P2P solution, decentralized cross-chain solution, and I think the guys from Russian community are watching now. They understand why it's needed when you pledge funds and work according to your guaranteed deposit. Now, Bitmama, thanks for the best advertising ever possible for such an event. Of course, scams are bad, but due to such a big losses, it showed that we need real tools for non-trusted work, as it was written by Satoshi in his white paper of Bitcoin. So trust is trust and greed always cause losses, but I think now it's obvious to everyone. And also this solution let us, I mean, P2P exchange, cryptofied, to get much more partners, and so it's making easier to find contacts with any DeFi exchange, asset management company, whatever, who needs additional gateway to fiat, so from crypto and other way. So that's it. Then I should say that our indexing solution finds very good feedback from asset management companies, because it simplifies entry to crypto to people who are not saving crypto. They know Bitcoin, Ethereum maximum, and then all that strange words that mean nothing to them. And when you pack all such an assets, when you're an asset manager inside one NFT and transfer to your client, it seems simpler. And also you can pack on not tradable assets as well, like vested allocations, which can provide the best benefits to the owner and the holders. We know we see great performances of the projects in 2021, 2017. So it's I think your clients will be very generous for you. Then next, one of the next trends I noticed is real world asset tokenization. There are IP not just the ideas of the project, but all of the existing companies which even work with the Singaporean government on tokenization of real estate. And so they are also interested in our solutions because we can program, and the main benefit of programmable assets that we can make decentralized in nature assets compliant with the norms of the governments where and the states where they applied. So we try to find the best solution, staying decentralized and compliant. So this also one of our main features which can provide the best meet by all counterparties. And also should say that noticed another trend that Ethereum is the king of altcoins, of all liquidity. It's there are different projects, of course, you know them, and they are nice, but in general, where the liquidity and there are the main devs. And also I saw some projects swap their model I mean, big projects and exchanges that from their own chains to layer 2 solutions for Ethereum or make them parallel. So it's obvious, and just time needed to show this, and because I think it's not the best idea to make new one layer 1 solution, but of course maybe it's for a narrow niche, and like for gamified guestless or for corporates there could be some reasons, but not like for open source. For GameFi also there was even specially dedicated events and a kind of a summit, but I didn't manage to visit. But mostly I came to Animoca Brands events for their ecosystem, and it was real nice. The top guys were there, were Yatsu, also Sebastian from Sandbox, and their partners, and also portfolio projects, and they have very big plans for Mochaverse, and they also announced that it attracted additional funding for this project, and want to make them this project like a collaborative surface where their portfolio companies and other companies can benefit to the whole Web3. Also new, not new, but kind of from the other side for the Spotify, like from Chile's also is the event, like fan token they execute with the football leagues, and I didn't even know that it's have such a success even in bear market. They perform good and feel good about this, and also we have some ideas how we can communicate with them. So just after this next week will be totally dedicated to reaching out the contacts and building up new bridges between them and us. I mean, not only Chilis, but all the attendants. Layer 3 wallets also was met with warmth because we see lots of hacks, and the opportunity to offer to any owner of the wallet or the client a tool which will give them a chance to get hacked and get back their assets is, of course, one of the best and most hot topics, and people are really surprised that we can do it. And of course, some custodians say that it's not impossible. We have MPC, we will never be hacked, but never say never. Sometimes it happens, and if you have a additional layer of defense, why not to use it? ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs are also met with positive by many speakers, and they say it's been a bullish sign, and mostly of them on 2024 think it's will be better than this one and previous one. And also was a nice narrative that Ethereum and Bitcoin are like the well-known and trusted cryptos, but now it's coming the time of altcoins to be like a blue chips as well, maybe some top boards, so they could be used by institutionals as well. So such a narrative also was performed. And one of the things about the bullish sign for this year is also by Arthur Hayes was named because there is big debt of US who they're not no much governments and other entities desire to buy it, and also the rate of inflation. So that shows that it's gonna take its place. And also from afterward, the point about storages and decentralized storages, because we see now the rise of AI, and that AWS and other centralized providers have big consumption, and next step could be about decentralized storages because they offer sometimes better solutions, and AI need lots of disk space, computing space to work with its model, and it's only growing. So like from him, it was such an advice to take a look at that direction. So in general, that's all. Also, we met lots of projects who make tickets and services as our own GetPass, but when we offer the tool where we can pack inside NFT sponsorship tokens, it's just another level, and also it can find a way to the market.
Well, so no doubt that this your visit on Token 2049 has been very productive and fruitful for you. This will enrich our DAO's everyday life and reach our tactics and strategy. So you're back on Bali, Indonesia, and the blog post on Medium says that Valuable, this is an Indonesia ecosystem, Indonesia media, as I'm not mistaken, Valuable Envelop formed strategic partnership to foster the crypto in Indonesia. Who are these great ladies from Valuable, if I do exactly know, who are they, and why does it important for Envelop, which is based mostly on Bali, and looking on you and some guys around you?
Because any media performance for us is always important, and because Indonesia have very big population, 270 million, and very crypto focused, and every media partnership, especially localized here on such perspective market, is good. And also I heard this approach from many other projects that it's important, as especially, you know, maybe the guys from Islamic Coin, they also focus on this market because the biggest population of Islamic country is Indonesia. So for me personally, it was surprised when I knew this fact that most of population are Muslims. So and this market cannot be overestimated. And previously about Philippines, nobody thought that they can take a place on the scene. Maybe next cycle it would be the main performance in Indonesia. Who knows? And local governments also make better legal field for the project to participate here. And I know that some projects, especially from India, just organize their companies here because here they may work simpler with crypto assets as well.
Well, so good to hear. So Indonesia and Bali, here we go. We may say that Envelop has been partly localized in Indonesia for now, and so we will be waiting for great content and results of this partnership. So read the blog post if you are from Indonesia, and welcome this partnership. Well, another article on our Medium, a fresh article, says that it is about creating an SBT or syllable token for DAO Envelop membership. And this has been a good idea to label a DAO member with the SBT token provided by Envelop Protocol. Why is it important, Alex, for us? Who is the master, the author of such an idea, and why does DAO Envelop need to mark their members by SBT, regardless of its business interests, of course, because it's SBT and token thing. Is it a use case or more than just a use case of Envelop?
It's more than the use case, but in the field where everybody says about SBT, it's about the reputation, transactional reputation, but nobody have a straight understanding of this. And here we show how we can do it, execute it, and the idea is of our advisor Vladimir Popov, Menoscope. So from him, I heard the first time about transactional reputation in 2018. Even that time, I couldn't even understand how it can be executed. And now here we got the tool, we got the use case. Now SBT is not just a simple SBT, but dynamic one. And for us, it's important because we wanna give benefits to our community members who've been holding the assets, Nifty tokens, as a part of the product, who participate in the community, in the voting, in social media activities, and also sometimes in testing our products. It's I think the most important now is about testing the products and giving the feedback, and especially the desires and critics. It's very nice. And here you act, you get SBT, it's all on chain, and it's visible and traceable. So if anyone want to check, and because we are coming to the era of DAO, and I think transactional and on-chain decentralized reputation must have here, and of course we have to envision it and show how it can be executed. And also about coming back to token 2049, many people, many projects with whom I was talking were really surprised how we function as a DAO, and for them it was really interesting. And many think how to organize their DAO to be also DAO in real, not just on the paper, and not to have problems, because everybody wants to be calm about their function, not just being afraid of some regulational stuff, but just to create the products and benefit to the whole community.
Well, let me add that this is SBT. This is the part of the idea of Vladimir Popov, aka Moscow advisor, of a transactional reputation, a core idea of Web3. It means that every not everybody, because not a person, just a bot may act in Web3. It makes a transaction Web3, and this transaction stays in blockchain system forever. So the amount of your transaction you addresses says a lot about about your reputation. How to prove that you are experienced web user? Show me a transaction. How to prove that you are experienced DAO member? Show me your SBD. This is a real solid proof of your experience, of your qualification. So this is a great part. So thank you, Vladimir, for this implementing. Thank your team to implementing this idea. So read the blog post and get this Soulbound token as a DAO member. I hope somewhere we will have soon a sort of showcase of DAO members. So this is like a badge. This is a great idea, and use it and do it. Well, so I'm looking at our Twitter. What else? What else I am seeing? The first application built above SDK will be the core web app, the tweet says. Any comments here? Web app, Alex. What does it mean?
Can you repeat one more time? So sometimes I get a connection.
A tweet says, web app. The first application built on Envelop SDK will be the core web app. It now consists of three main components: rep dashboard and FTV token curve viewer. Is it worth the comment, or is it something?
So yeah, our team been working on SDK to give the tools for the developers to easily build upon our protocol and Oracle, and here would be the first example how it can be executed, and we are focusing on we can even name method option in developer community. So SDK is a very important part of our roadmap.
Well, very useful post appearing now on Twitter. It's regarding scams. A lot of stuff has been going on regarding. I receive a lot of emails, strange tokens, who offer me to claim the rewards or NFT. So these are scammers, and you have to know how not to get without your real assets due to scammers activity. So Envelop was posted post with red flags, which we pointed how to define a scammer if you've been attacked by such an looking nice propositions to get free rewards of free NFTs. So read this. I will put the link in the description. Read and do not get the victim of scammers. Well, so any other news, Alex? Should we add something in the end of our talk today?
In general, I think not. We mentioned the main parts, and saying about the event one more time. It really was nice to see real people who execute, who deliver, and also to see some top guys from our community and some OGs. And of course, when you have non-official communication, it's much easier to make context, not just like when you write on LinkedIn or in chats, but here when you see the real person talk and you see the reaction, it's very good point for biz dev and making collaborations. So I think, and I also have a point from the guys who been traveling around the conference for years, and they have the same opinion that Token 2049 is one of the best conferences in the world, especially when held in Singapore. So it's holding its level even this year as well.
Well, so good to hear. By the way, I noticed that we started to post a daily digest because let me remind that our marketing team searches NFT news and smart NFT and NFT Real on a daily basis. We put them into the NFT 2.0 Telegram channel, formerly DWeb Telegram channel. Then we put it into monthly digests. So if you haven't read digest number 26, if I'm not mistaken, regarding August 26, regarding August, so read it on the link below. And by the way, we started to post it on daily. So now we have monthly digest, Telegram daily news and daily digest. This is an amazing idea of our marketing team. So congratulations, guys. Very, very easy to follow. What are the news of the day from the NFT realm, the main news of the day? So follow, be subscribed on our Twitter, follow us on Twitter, and read daily digest and monthly digest as well as our medium. So then find our link tree, follow us everywhere. We're on YouTube. Join our contests, ask your questions, Telegram chat. We're absolutely live. And become a DAO member by having Nifty tokens. You may exchange them by using hashtag OTC, acquire it by using hashtag OTC in our Telegram chat, and finally get your badge, your SBT as a DAO member in accordance with today's article that we have already covered in this week ago. So please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for next live weekly community call. Bye bye.
You guys, bye.